Hello! So I just got back from Vidcon 2014 and I thought I would do a recap video kind of telling you about my time there. For those of you who don't know what Vidcon is, I don't know how you found this video or why you're watching it. But for those of you who don't know, Vidcon is a video convention for online videos, and it's awesome because it is a place where content creators go, where viewers go, where industry members go to meet each other and to hang out and to exchange ideas. And it's a great opportunity to make business relationships, to make friendships, to meet content creators that you admire, to collaborate with them, to meet your viewers who watch your videos. This year, VidCon had over 18,000 people. And I think that's so cool because that's 18,000 people hanging out in the Anaheim Convention Center, talking about, making videos about, what is, in my mind, unconventional forms of entertainment. And because I'm assuming that people who attend VidCon watch more YouTube than they do TV, which is awesome. I don't mean to say anything bad about TV, except that YouTube is infinitely better. I love YouTube so much for several reasons. I could do a whole video on why I love YouTube. But I just think it's really cool because it's so vast. It's full of so much infinite information. And you can research specific things that just cater to your interest. Basically, YouTube is awesome because the content on YouTube is not regulated by a corporation. And it's not restricted to being entertaining in a way that's only entertaining for the majority of people. It's kind of like offbeat, quirky, campy kind of stuff. And that's totally up my alley, and that's totally what I love. And I love seeing people who also love that at VidCon. Anyway, I could talk forever about how much I love YouTube. I'm forgetting what this video was about. So now I've been to 3 VidCons, and this VidCon was a little different for me for a couple of reasons. Number one, I got to bring my boyfriend Kevin with me, who vlogs with me on our vlogging channel. I'll put a link to that in the description below. So he had a blast, and he absolutely loved meeting you guys and talking to you about how you feel about the videos and how you feel about other people's videos. He had a really great time, so that was cool. And he got to meet other YouTubers that he really likes. Second reason it was a little different for me this year is that a huge reason that I went to VidCon was to support my best friend, Ali Speed. I'll put a link to her channel in the description as well, but I'm sure most of you already know who she is. And it was important to me to support her this year at VidCon because this was the first year that she went to VidCon independently to represent her own channel. And I think that was a huge step in her career and her life. And unfortunately, no matter how much you may want to, there's so much to see and do at VidCon, so no matter what panel you want to go to, what event, what signing, there's no way you're going to be able to make it all. And so I had to kind of narrow it down to what was most important to me, what I was interested in, and so I'll just kind of cover those things that I did, even though there's tons to see and do at VidCon that I did not do personally this year. So day one of VidCon, we started off at the dunk tank in the expo hall. Ali was getting dunked to raise money for the Thirst Project. I'll put another link, there'll be lots of links in the description, to the Thirst Project. They're an awesome organization that tries to bring clean water to communities that don't have clean water and that get many diseases because they have dirty water. Anyway, Ali was doing the dunk tank, and you had to pay $1 to dunk her, but if you paid $20, you could just go push the button and she would automatically be dunked. So that was a very fun way to raise money for a charitable cause. I went to a panel that Ali was on with a bunch of other YouTubers, including Hannah Hart and some other people, to talk about, the topic was a broader responsibility on YouTube, and it was about working with nonprofits to promote great ideas that help people around the world. I learned a lot about working with non-for-profit organizations and also a lot about the impact you can have as a YouTube personality. And of course, every night at VidCon ends up with dancing, so we went out to the House of Blues in downtown Disney, and we danced the night away. Day 2 of VidCon started off with Ali and Michael Buckley hosting an open mic morning, and it was cool because a lot of you guys performed, and a lot of you are really talented musicians and singers. And Kevin was really happy that morning because he met a viewer that gave him an awesome gift. It is a painting of him as a Wes Anderson character, so he absolutely loved it. And then I went to a second panel that was about sexism on YouTube, which was super informative. Sexism is definitely a thing that exists on YouTube and just everywhere in the world. And that is a serious issue that a lot of women have to deal with on YouTube. There are tons of issues that people have to deal with based on the comment section in YouTube, depending on what kind of minority, what kind of sex, gender, sexual orientation you are. Anything that's different from the norm. You're going to have to deal with some kind of harsh and ignorant criticisms. So I found that panel very informative, very interesting, and it gave me a feeling of support. Hearing all these very strong, talented women talk about ways that we could potentially move forward and fix some problems regarding sexism on YouTube. So on the third day of VidCon, the last day, Allie had her meetup in the morning. Tons of you guys showed up. It was awesome, super successful. You guys are so sweet. I saw so many very young people. I think one girl was like 8 years old. I didn't even have the internet when I was 8 years old. So it's crazy how technology savvy young people are today. But tons of people showed up. A lot of you were there to see Kevin and me and Justin as well, and that was really cool. The security actually had to stop a lot of you from saying hello to us because it was like jamming up the lines, I guess. So we did our own little meetup later that day, and a lot of you guys showed up by the fountain to say hello to us. So that really made my day. That was awesome. On the main stage, I got to see a bunch of YouTubers perform. Allie, Michael Buckley, and a ton of other people who support the Thirst Project explained how the Thirst Project worked, and that last year's VidCon, you guys helped fund the first well that they built in Swaziland, and they're trying to fund a new well this year. I saw Mamrie, Hannah Hart, Grace Helbig all perform on the main stage, Wheezy Waiter, Jax Films, a bunch of people. It was very energetic. There were tons of you in the audience. That was really fun. I also saw Epic Mealtime come up and talk about their new TV show, and I wanted to ask you guys to comment in the comment section what you feel about YouTubers transitioning to TV. I already obviously talked about my opinion earlier in this video, but it scares me a little bit to think about YouTube going to TV, and I want to know what you guys think about it. Another huge highlight for me at VidCon was meeting Megan Tonjes' dog, her Shih Tzu, Margot. It is so adorable. It came to our hotel room, it slept on my pillow, and it was so, so cute. It really made me want a dog, and I really wanted to kidnap that dog, but I couldn't do that to her. But finally, my absolute favorite thing about VidCon this year was meeting all of you guys. It was honestly amazing. I couldn't believe how much positive feedback you guys had for us. That was Kevin's first time really meeting and talking to a lot of you, so he was ecstatic. We were both just so touched by how much we were able to relate with all of you. I feel like a lot of you really got what Kevin and I are trying to do in our lives, and it really meant a lot to both of us. We took pictures with a bunch of you, and I'm keeping them all because it was such a great memory for me. I can't wait to continue meeting more of you and connecting with you, sharing our stories. Yeah, VidCon was really a great time for me. It was amazing. I think it was successful for Allie. I think Kevin had a great time, and I am really excited to go next year and meet all of you who couldn't come this year. And if you haven't been to VidCon before, I hope this video was persuasive enough to get you to go next year. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave me a comment about what you think about YouTube moving to television. And don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. And don't forget to check out my vlogging channel, my daily videos. Lady Dottie, link in the description below. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and hopefully I will see you next year at VidCon.